Hey guys, Jemmygod here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Jemmy animated hippopotamus with elves. Now, you might remember me saying this in my Jemmy animated polar bear with penguins review. So, yeah, I am going to be looking for the hippo version with elves, and if anybody has that version and is willing to send it to me, let me know, because I want to get both characters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that after a few months of waiting, I finally got both characters in the set. And I want to give a huge shout out to Lucas Jemmy for finding this on eBay for me. Now, when I saw the price it was going for, with shipping included of course, I was pretty much doubtful that I was able to get it. But after looking at how much money I had left on my card at the time, it turns out that by sheer coincidence and luck, of course, that if I made a best offer, I would be able to get it. Now, originally it was like, what, $37, $38? So I put in a best bet of $30, and of course, the shipping made it like, what, $40-something? So I paid about a total of $40-something for this, which is kind of expensive, but hey, it could be worse. It could have gone up for $200, and I would have not gotten it at all, making the search process for this more difficult. Now, when I told the Jemmy community that I was looking for this, how do you suppose they acted? If you've been paying attention to my search for the Alabama mascot, that should be a dead giveaway to the answer. That's right, they were playing tricks on me, saying that they quote-unquote had it, when really they just photoshopped an image of the item from Jemmy Wiki onto a photograph of their bedroom, and then called it a day, thinking, oh, he's totally gonna fall for that. Rule of thumb. If you're a Jemmy collector who says he has a Jemmy item, and then you photoshop a picture of the item into a photograph of your bedroom, you really don't have the item and you're just messing with me. And this is probably just a me thing, but I hate it when people do that to me. I mean, when I'm searching for an animatronic toy to add to my collection that I'm really interested in owning, I really do appreciate every collector's help, but at no point would I ever want to be lied to about it, saying that they actually have it, only for them to send me a picture of the item that was clearly photoshopped into a photograph of their bedroom, or living room, or whatever, and just saying, and pretty much calling it a day. Although I will say that the search for this item in particular was not even half as long as the search for the Alabama mascot. Hell, I don't even think it was a quarter as long. But in all seriousness, I really am glad and grateful that Lucas Jemmy, yes, Lucas Jemmy, was actually lending a hand in helping me get both characters. So as a reward for helping me, I'll be sure to put a link to his YouTube channel in the description below, so you guys can go subscribe to this very grateful, very generous dude. Seriously, without him, I probably would have waited at least another 5 years or so to get this item. I'm serious. And I'm just glad that some Jemmy collector in the community had the polar bear with penguins, because as far as I know, that's probably even more rare than this. Actually, I don't know which of these two is more rare. The polar bear with penguins or the hippo with elves? They could be on an equal level of rare, but who really knows? But anyways, the hippo turns his head and the elves sway side to side, while the song I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas plays. And that's all I have to say for this guy, so without further ado, we'll show it in action, so here we go. I would also like to state for the record that the characters on this model move faster than the penguin and the polar bear's model do. I don't know why that is. Probably because of a partially locked up motor with the penguin and polar bears. Or maybe it's the programming of the speed in which the characters move. I don't know. Who knows these things? Alright, I guess we'll get a bit of a close-up and overview of the item. As you can see, there's the hippo himself. And then, just like with the polar bear, it does have a movable mouth, and like I said in my review of the polar bear and penguin version of this character, I think the prototype was supposed to have a moving mouth. Now, I think it would move, yeah. There was probably supposed to be a moving mouth planned for this, but I'm guessing Jemmy didn't add it because they didn't have enough money in their production value to add that function. But hey, at least it has some movement, which is really unique. And just like with the penguin and polar bear model as well, it also came with all of its accessories. This has the... by the way, this candy cane is plastic, and then the bow is just a little ribbon glued to it. And also, the fishing pole on the elf, the tethers on it are actually holding it much tighter for some reason. Probably because, this one probably wasn't played with as much. I mean, the seller did say this was from a smoke and pet-free home, anyway. But then again, so are many items in eBay listings that are from Gemmy. And then you can see the back elf with the banner that reads, "I want a hippopotamus for Christmas." And, of course, there is an air-blown inflatable variant of this. Yes, this is one of those Gemmy items that was made into both an air-blown inflatable and an animatronic. And a couple others I can name are the animated Mickey Mouse, Pluto and Goofy and Sleigh, the Winnie the Pooh sleigh, of course, and the Peanuts sledding trio, just to name a few. Those are just the ones I can name off the top of my head. There may be more, there may not be more. I mean, who's to say? Alright, let's get a bit of an overview of the character. Back to the overview. Here's the side, and the tag there that reads, Gemmy Industries Corp., Coppell, Texas, 75019. The back, and then the other side. Love the colored scarf, by the way. I think it's a little bit wider than the polar bears. Yeah, it is. And the bottom, as you can see, there is the battery compartment. Gemmy Industries Corp., Gemmy.com, and there's the manufacturing date, July 2009. Oh, and by the way, since it's 2019, hang on one sec, item number 81585. Now, as I was saying, since it's 2019, that means that in July of this year, this and the polar bear version with penguins, of course, they're both going to turn 10 years old. So I think it's safe to say that just about 10 years after I saw these in the stores at Lowe's, yeah, like I said in my polar bear version review, these were sold at Lowe's. I don't think these were sold anywhere else. So I guess you could come to the conclusion from that these were sold at Lowe's. But anyway, these are going to be 10 years old. So I think it's safe to say that 10 years after seeing these in the stores, I finally got my hands on both of them. Something that I never thought would actually happen. Hell, a few years later after I saw these, I forgot they even existed to begin with. Like, seriously, jeez. Alright, gonna play it a couple more times. First back here, and then once up close, before I end the video. So here we go again. I'm going to play up close now. And there you go, guys. That's the Gemmy animated hippopotamus with elves. And once again, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Lucas Gemmy for helping me get this. Like I said earlier, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have this item. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.